My GF kissed a guy while on drugs and IDK. How to feel about it? A little help? Is drugs a regular thing? I mean, I'd be grateful she is honest. But at the end of the day I'd give a warning and state that this is not appropriate. If she cannot control herself, then drugs and relationships will not work together. Be honest with her as she has been with you. Sounds like you need to re-establish and reinforce boundaries within your relationship. A kiss on a rave under drug is not just a peck. Phew. My ex and me had the clear boundary that he is only taken together, because feeling fluffy puffy and sensual will be enjoyed together. IDK if I'd get over this. If boundaries of the relationship weren't set clear that this is possible and accepted. If you aren't comfortable with it, tell her you aren't comfortable with her taking ecstasy. If she can't give that up, then give her up. You mean our girlfriend comrade? Unpopular opinion coming. Either you forgive her or you don't. Don't waste time agonizing over this, and don't hold it over head if you so forgive her. Truly forgive her. Having said that, now for the unpopular part. If you do forgive her, you need to make sure she knows that is absolutely unacceptable, and if she does anything remotely like that again, her ass is gone. Actually tell her that. She's going to cry. Don't comfort her for cheating on you, or she's going to walk all over you until you are both miserable with each other. She's clearly doesn't respect you enough to not cheat already, so you have to use this to build respect, not cement the lack of. The whole conversation above should only take 20 seconds. Don't drag it on, and don't continue to bring it up. Drugs or not, you cheated on me. I am willing to forgive you this once, with the understanding that if it happens again you will be gone immediately with no conversation. You are going to have to earn my trust back, but I will not hold this over you or talk about this again. Either you can show me I can trust you or not. This is a hard line for me, and I need you to understand that. If she starts making excuses, just leave. Don't waste your time. Either she's sorry or she's not. Again, don't comfort her. She needs to process her feelings too. She's also going through a lot, and validation is not going to help her. It'll confuse her more and make her feel worse. No matter though, you have to realize things are not ever going to be the same again. She was honest, which is good. It's obvious you are not comfortable with what she did. So be honest with her on that. Then go from there. So she was on drugs. Well, would it be okay if you got drunk and did stuff with other girls? Sorry, but that's an excuse. If she can't control herself, then she needs to not do drugs, or maybe she's not the one for you. As a female who loves to go out and have a good time at a rave, one thing to take note is that when you're on drugs, you're more comfortable and different from what you were on the usual. I would not be kissing up on no damn strangers, especially a guy. I am bisexual, and I usually get urges to do stuff with my female friends. But I know there are boundaries, and if I'm in a relationship, why am I going to sabotage that trust for a piece of ass and good time which will not last more than 6 hours? As I said, I'm bisexual. In my last relationship, my ex would usually ask if I was comfortable with hooking up with another female, because we knew we would never see her again. Unless that's your situation, you should really talk to her and tell her there are boundaries that need to be placed when you are under the influence. If she cannot handle making decisions under the influence, she shouldn't do drugs at all, because something can really happen to her. Glad she had friends with her and that she's safe. Mistakes happen, just talk to her and tell her that's a no-no. Edit. Had to fix my second paragraph. This would really bother me. I don't care if she was on X. That's not an excuse to kiss 4 people in a night emo. I have been at raves where there were urges to dance with, kiss the people around me while dating someone else. I get how it can be easy to get lost in the moment and think, it's just one night. But personally, drugs like this just make me miss my GF even more. Like, did she really not think of you at all that night? It would piss me off if my GF did these things. I don't think I could stay with her. I'd always have the thought in the back of my mind that if she thinks this is okay, we have different views of what it means to be in a relationship. I feel something is not right. Yeah. You right. She kissed 3 other people. Even if she tell that to you, still a bad thing to do. No one can tell you how to feel. You have to figure out whether or not this is something you can work through. I highly recommend listening to Dan Savage's Sex and Relationship Advice podcast. The Savage Lovecast. He brings a lot of nuance to discussions of what cheating is and isn't for different people and setting boundaries. There's no one way to approach this situation, or relationships in general. Any concrete answer you get here will reflect individual commenters' individual perspectives, biases, preferences, boundaries, etc. I suggest this podcast because it will give you the opportunity to figure out your own perspective, biases, etc., etc., etc. Maybe look at other advice columnists' work as well. I'm getting the feeling you're not okay with it. And that's okay to feel that way. If she were not on drugs, would you be okay with her kissing another guy? If not, then you have your answer. If someone sexually assaulted her while they were on drugs, would you give that person a pass? I doubt it. I don't think her being on ecstasy is a factor or the issue here. I think you're not okay with her kissing another guy. She kissed a guy and 3 girls, and it's just kissing the guy that bothers you? The truth is that she cheated on you. You are the one that needs to decide how you feel about that and if it's worth it to stay in a relation with her or not. Big red flag, GTFO ASAP. I'm an experienced consumer of various substances. I've had MDMA several times. At no point would I ever absolutely lose control and kiss several people. If all it takes is a gentle nudge to get her to cheat on you, I'd say it's time to throw in the towel. Being drunk or high is not an excuse for infidelity. Honesty after cheating really isn't a positive in my opinion. It's still just as shitty to have cheated and told the truth than to have cheated and lied. The pain's the same either way. She broke your trust, and perhaps that's because she doesn't respect yours. Kissing and going all the way are both cheating all the same. If she doesn't want to change, then dump her. She'll only do it again. No one can tell you how you feel. You have to get to that yourself. Tell her that at the moment you are still processing and confused, but when you figure it out you will talk to her about it. It is okay to table a discussion until you can sort out your thoughts. Perhaps try free writing to figure out what you are thinking. Sometimes it can help to get the thoughts out of your head and let the writing ramble on until you find the core of your feelings. If you tell each other everything, then you should be able to talk to her about this too. The question I have for you though is, are you going to be able to trust her going forward, or will this always be on your mind when she goes out?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.